thanks for coming back. My name is Michelle. I'm one of the yoga instructors here at the SYJCC. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to build upon some of the things that we did last time. So we're going to start in a standing position. So let's just get yourself grounded, lift the toes up, come down one at a time, lift the shoulders up, back and down, and take a breath with your eyes closed, using your breath to relax the mind and the body. Bring the hands together in the middle of your chest. Set an intention for your class. Bring the hands down and open the eyes. So I want to remind you again that if there's something that's too difficult for you to do, this is your yoga class, don't do it. Just come to a position before a threshold of pain and then work your way in. We're going to start at the front of the mat with sun salutations. So move on the balls of the feet until you find your comfortable balance. And then once you have that, hold on. Moving with the breath. Inhale. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, out and down. Inhale the right leg back, staying in a low lunge. Look up to the ceiling. Retain the breath, left leg back in a plank pose. Exhale, you can bring down the knees or you can bend from the elbows, come down, and then up into cobra. That's the inhale. Exhale, come into a downward dog. Inhale the right leg forward, staying in a low lunge. Look up to the ceiling. Exhale the left leg forward. Inhale, reach out, up, and back. Exhale, arms down. Inhale. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, out and down. Inhale the left leg back, low lunge, look up to the ceiling. Retain the breath, right leg back, plank pose. Exhale, bend at the knees or bend at the elbows, come down. Inhale, up into cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg forward, low lunge, look up to the ceiling. Exhale, right leg forward. Inhale, reach out, up, and back. Exhale, arms down. Take a breath, standing in mountain pose. Lift the toes up, come down one at a time. Lift the shoulders up, back and down, and breathe. Now let's twist the arms around each other. And if your right hand is at the bottom, move the body to the right. If the left is at the bottom, move to the left. Come back and release. Twist the arms around each other. And again, moving dependent on what side is at the bottom. Come back and release. Hands on the shoulders. Bring the elbows together. Lift up, around and down, and backwards. Inhale the arms out. Intertwine the fingers and stretch to the left. Inhale, exhale, inhale up, stretch to the right, inhale, exhale, inhale up, exhale down. Curl the toes in a little bit, bend the knees, and lift up. Chair, breathe. Bring the hands together, twisting, bring the right elbow to the left knee, and the head is kind of in line with the hands. The left elbow up to the ceiling. Come back up into chair. Bring the hands together and twist to the other side. Up into chair, then collapse. Knees straight, coming into forward bend. Put the hands on the shins. And then slide up so that you make an L with the body, so the back is straight, and then come back down, relax, open up the legs, bend the knees, Bring the hands together in a yogic squat. Breathe. Now let's bring the hands down and come down and come over onto your back. Lying on your back, preparing for alternate leg lifts. Back is straight, knees are straight, toes pointing to the head, chin turns slightly in toward the chest. So for this, you might want to have a strap. We'll see, maybe not. Inhale the right leg up, exhale down. Inhale left leg up, exhale down. Inhale right leg up, grab hold of the leg behind the knee, gently bringing the leg toward you. Then inhale, lift the chin up, walk the hands up the leg toward the ankle. Breathe. Inhale, exhale. Keep breathing, okay? Bend the knee, hug the leg into the chest. Lower the head. Okay, so this is where you might want the strap. So you can grab hold of bringing your arm on the inside, grab hold of the arch of the foot. You can use your strap, grabbing hold of the arch of the foot, bringing the foot in so the knee is closer to the shoulder, and then if you can, straighten out the leg, and if you can, bring the leg, keep your left leg down, keeping your hand on the thigh, bring the leg to the side. Breathe, and lift up, bend the knee, and release. Let's first hold the leg into the chest, hugging the leg into the chest. I'm keeping the belt here because I'm going to use it on the other side. And inhale the leg up, and exhale down. Now we'll do the other side. Inhale the left leg up, grab hold of the leg behind the thigh, gently bringing the leg toward you. Remember to keep the back of the neck on the ground, chin turning in toward the chest. Inhale the chin up to the knee, walk the hands up the leg toward the ankle, breathe. Bend the knee, hug the leg into the chest, lower the head, and again, so we're going to bring the arm to the inside of the leg, holding the arch of the foot. So you can use your belt, holding the arch of the foot, straighten out the leg, and then keep the right hand on the right thigh to keep that grounded, and bring the left leg down. And lift up, bend the knee. Let's hug the leg into the chest. Then inhale the leg up and exhale down. Okay, inhale both legs up. And let's keep the legs straight up with the feet flat as if you're standing on the ceiling. You can put your hands behind the thighs, or you can bring the arms down next to the body, or make it open the arms in an open T. Breathe. And then bend the knees into the chest, hug the legs into the chest. And then keeping yourself in this fetal position, bring the legs over to the right side. Keep your right hand on the knees to keep the knees down. And then as if we're moving in water, lift the left arm up and bring it outside to the left. And look toward the left fingertips, keeping the shoulders on the ground. Breathe. Then on the inhale, lift the arm up as if we're moving in water. Take your time. Hugging the legs, bring the knees up, and let's do that on the other side. Staying in fetal position, bring the knees over, hold on to those knees, as if we're moving in water. Lift the right arm up, bring it over to the other side. Look to the right fingertips, keep the shoulders on the ground. Inhale, exhale. On the inhale, lift the arm up, hug the legs, come back up into fetal pose. And then just gently rock them side to side, releasing any pressure. Preparing for shoulder stand. Okay, so when we come up into shoulder stand, we don't have to be perfect, but what we're going to do is we're going to come up in a roll. And we did this last time, but you don't have to do it that way. You can lift the legs up and come up, or we can roll and come up. All right, so we'll do it both ways and see how it works better. So we'll do the roll first. We're rolling, knees on the forehead, and then straighten out the legs. And then I'm going to do it the other way, okay? And then you hold it. Ready? Chin turning in toward the chest. Inhale, both legs up. Exhale, hips, buttocks in the air. Support the back. Keep the neck straight. And again, we don't have to be perfectly straight. We can stay in a half shoulder stand, and we get so many benefits. And actually, it's easier to keep the neck straight instead of the strain that you may have if you're not comfortable having your legs straight up in the air. So let's just stay like this for a bit. Breathe. Then to come out, we're going to bring the legs over the head as if we are in plow. And actually, why not golden plow for a little bit? And then come up, bring the hands flat down on the ground, and then roll down. Using your hands as brakes. And bring the legs down. Relax for a minute. We're going to come up into fish. So fish is the counter pose. We're going to get the hands underneath the body, interlace the thumbs, and once those elbows and hands are together, you can release the thumbs and leave the hands flat down. So lift the right side of the body, bring the right arm underneath the right buttocks of the left side of the body, bring the left arm under the left buttocks, interlace the thumbs, bring the elbows close together, and then hands flat down on the ground, legs are straight, come up on the elbows, top of the head on the ground. Breathe. So this position, again, is very important for the respiratory system. So take those nice, deep yogic breaths. Inhale from the bottom of the lungs, working your way up. Exhale from the top, working your way down. Inhale, bottom, middle, upper. Exhale, upper, middle, up. Then roll down. Release the arms, interlace the fingers behind the head, and with the strength of the arms, lift the head so that you're looking up to the toes. Gently roll to the right, gently roll to the left, and back to center. Lower the head and relax. Relaxation pose. Take a few breaths in relaxation pose because those exercises are kind of strenuous. So focus your breath to the neck and shoulder area. And imagine that you can relax your muscles by focusing your breath to that area. Inhale, relaxation. Exhale, tension. Bring the feet together, stretch the arms overhead, give yourself a long stretch, and release. Using your right elbow for support, come up and over onto all fours. Back straight. Inhale, arch in your cat and cow. Exhale, curve. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Now inhale, reach the right arm up and thread the arm through the opening, bringing the right ear on the ground and extending the left arm, or you can also lift the left arm up into the air or hold in a half bind. So whatever feels right for you today. Bring the hand back, lift up, and sweep the right arm up, and then come down again, and we'll do that on the other side. Sweep the left arm up, thread the arm through, and come down, relax. You can extend the right arm. Slide back, come up, sweep the left arm up, and come down. Curl the toes in, lift the hips up into downward dog. You can pedal in place and make this pedal kind of like an exaggerated pedal. So stretch, twisting at the hips. Then bring the heels down and lift the right leg up, bringing the foot kind of behind you, the knee up into the air so that you're stacking
the hips, one on top of the other. And then bring the leg forward into your pigeon, bringing the right ankle near the right hand and the right knee near the left hand. Bringing the hips down to the ground, and then bringing the arms forward and resting your head and pigeon. Now come back up again. Curl that left foot, come up. Relaxing in downward dog. Lift the left leg, bring the left foot behind you, stacking those hips. Then preparing for your pigeon, bring the leg forward. Come down on your hips. Bring the forearms down, and then rest the head. And if it's too much for you to do this, you can also rest on a block. And then come up, curling the right toes, lifting up into a downward facing dog, relaxing in downward dog. You can pump in place, and then bring those, come up on the tippy toes, bringing the hips all the way up, then bring the heels down and relax the neck and shoulders. Come onto your knees. And then we're going to use our blocks. So if you have blocks, that's great. But you don't have to use blocks. You could also use like some blankets rolled up, or you can put some books piled up on each other. So first we're going to come up to the knees and bring your block to the right side. Then stretch out the left leg. Toes are pointing up, or you can also extend if that's more comfortable for you. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, reach down to the right. Breathe. And then inhale the arms up, and exhale, reach to the left. You can hold on the block wherever you feel comfortable. And if it's too much for you to do this, you can just keep your hand on the hip. That's okay. Inhale the arms up. Exhale down, and we'll switch legs. And we're also going to bring the block to the other side. So now we extend the right leg. Inhale the arms up. Reach to the right. Breathe. Inhale the arms up. Reach to the left. Again, reaching for your block. And breathe. Inhale the arms up. And come down on your knees. Okay? So now we're going to do our sitting forward bends. So, legs straight out. Now, when we're in sitting forward bend, we want the back straight and the knees straight. But we're going to just go straight into with both legs out. So lift the flesh up in the buttocks. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, reach out and down. And grab hold of your legs wherever you can comfortably. And I cannot resist this. I cannot resist telling you, do not resist. Do not pull yourself beyond your threshold of pain. Don't do it. Just breathe. You know, you just come to the point just before your threshold of pain, and then breathe, relax, and you'll be able to, you'll relax your muscles, and you'll be able to stretch a little further. And really with stretching, the more you do it, the easier it becomes. So if today you can't get there, don't worry. Try again tomorrow. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, arms down behind you, hands behind you. Throw your head back, point your toes, lift the hips up into an inclined plane for a counter stretch, and bring the knees down. Bring the hips down. Preparing for spinal twist. Bend the right knee. Bring the right foot over the left knee. Grab hold of the right knee. Make sure the spine is straight. Left hand on the ground behind, right hand on the ground behind you. You can tent the fingers so that the back stays straight. Lift the left arm. Bend the elbow. Let it rest on the knee. And look over the right shoulder. Keep breathing. And then release. Bring the hands to the other side of the leg for a quick counter stretch. And release. We'll do that on the other side. Bring the left foot, right leg is straight, bring the left foot over the right knee, grab hold of the left knee, make sure the spine is straight, left hand on the ground behind you, you can put the hand flat, but I think it's easier to tent the fingers because then it helps you lift that spinal column up. Inhale the arms up, bend the elbow, look over the left shoulder, and breathe. Release, bringing the hands to the other side of the leg for a quick counter stretch. And release. Bring the feet together, hop the knees up and down, butterfly, and bring the hands in front of you, and walk the fingers as far away as you can. Try to get the elbows down to the ground, and then lift up, walk the hands back, hands behind you, look up to the ceiling, and release. Let's come to relax on the stomach. So we're on the abdomen, and what we're going to do, we can either make a pillow with the hands and turn the head to one side, or you can bring the arms to the sides behind you, turning the head to one side. Big toes together, let gravity pull the heels down. And if you're feeling pressure in the lower back, gently rock the hips from side to side. Let's take a breath here and feel the weight of the body on the ground. Preparing for Cobra, bring the hands underneath the shoulders, feet together, forehead on the ground. Inhale, lift the forehead, nose, chin, neck, shoulders, chest, arch the back, look up to the ceiling. Make sure that the shoulders are up to the ears. You want them pulling down, chest up. Breathe. And then with control, roll down. Forehead on the ground. We'll turn the head in the opposite direction that we had before. Big toes together, let gravity pull the heels down. Again, gently rocking the hips if you're feeling pressure in the lower back. Preparing for locust, chin is on the ground. Interlace the fingers behind your back. And inhale, lift the head, chest, and you can pull the arms up if you like. You don't have to. And roll down. Turn the head in the opposite direction. Preparing for half bow. Extend the right arm, balancing on the right side of the body. Bend the left foot, bend the left knee, grab hold of the left foot behind you. This is a bow. It's half bow. So really we want to extend, imagine we're bringing the head back toward the feet, just like when we do full bow. Chest up to the ceiling. Breathe. And release. Now we're going to do the other side. So extend the left arm, roll over to the other side, grab hold of the right foot behind you, and lift up. Breathe. And release. And now we're going to come into full bow. So bring the forehead on the ground. Inhale, lift the head, chest, knees up. And hold it. And breathe. And release. Push the soles of the feet into the buttocks when you come down. And release. Hands under the shoulders. Give yourself a long stretch back into child's pose. You can open up the knees, keeping your toes together to give yourself some breathing room. And roll up. Hands up, come up to all fours. Give yourself a cat and cow stretch. Curl the toes in. Bring the arms just a little bit forward. Spraying the fingers wide. Lift the hips up. And hold your position, downward facing dog. Relax the neck and shoulders by nodding yes and no. Then walk the feet into the middle of the hands. Hang down for a moment. And roll up, vertebrae by vertebrae. With the head being the last to come up, bring the hands to the small of the back and arch the back. Straighten out the spine.
going to do warrior two, and then from warrior two, move it into triangle. So, we're at the front of the mat, hands on the hips. Bring the left leg back, and the left foot is going to face out in a 90-degree angle. The right leg is straight, but now we're going to bend it. Open up the arms, and look to, make sure your hips are straight. Look to the right fingertips. Breathe. Now come up, straightening out the leg. Reach down to the right side. Left arm up to the ceiling. Now we can keep the left arm here, or if you're able to, stretch further. Inhale the arm up, reach up and down. Let's turn the feet, so we do that on the other side. Left foot is pointing out, right foot is straight. Inhale the arms out, bend the left knee, look to the left fingertips. Warrior two. Now we're going to straighten out that left leg and reach down into triangle. And again, we can keep the arm straight or you can extend it. Reach up and out, arms down. Let's walk the feet in a little bit closer together. Keeping the toes pointed out. Bend and up. Bend, crowning your fingers and up. And this for the hold. Bend and hold. Breathe. Straighten out the legs. Reach out. Hands on the ground, if you can. Or you can use your block. Let the head fall down. Bringing the hand to the center of the block or the center of the ground. Keeping your left hand on the ground. Sweep the right arm up. And come down again. Left hand on the ground. Sweep the left arm up. And come down again. Hands to the hips, straight back. And come up. Interlace the fingers behind the back. And reach back. And come up. Preparing for crane. Balancing asana. Focus. Find a point on the wall or on the floor in front of you. Lift the toes up of your right leg. Bring them down one at a time. Bring the arms up in an open V. Relax the wrist. Bring the knee up, the left knee up to the chest and flex. Breathe. And then coming down, open up the arms. Left leg extended behind you. And then come back and land. We'll do that on the other side. Lift the toes of the left foot up, come down one at a time. Open the arms, focus on your point. Open the arms, relax the wrists. Bring the right knee into the chest and flex the foot. Breathe. With your breath, bring the leg back. Open. And come down. Okay? Let's do standing forward bend. Legs in line with the hips. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, reach out and down. Relaxing and standing forward bend, sliding your toes under, grabbing hold of opposite elbows or holding onto your legs. Let the head and neck fall down to the ground. You can bend your knees if you have to. Nod yes and no. Then relax. Release the arms and roll up. Vertebrae by vertebrae. With the head being the last to come up. Bring the hands to the small of the back and arch the back. Straighten out the spine. Separate the legs, hands together, bending at the knees, yoga squat. This is a really good position for the lower back, so you really shouldn't miss it. Breathe. Bring the hands down and prepare for final relaxation. Lying on your back, legs separated, 1 to 2 feet apart, arms 6 inches from the body, palms facing the ceiling. Let's just do like a fast, tighten up all the muscles of the body so that we can get right into relaxation. So tighten the legs and the arms and make fists with the hands. Tighten everything. Open up the fingers and the toes and drop. Push the lower back into the ground and release.
Shrug the shoulders up to the ears and drop. Tighten all the muscles of the face. Stretch all the muscles of the face. And release. Gently roll the head to the right. Gently roll the head to the left. And back to center. And now, let gravity melt the body into the ground. Inhale, relax. Exhale, release tension. Relax the legs, relax the feet. My legs and feet are relaxed. Relax the back, relax the hips. My back and hips are relaxed. Relax the abdomen, relax the chest. My abdomen and chest are relaxed. Relax the arms, relax the hands. My arms and hands are relaxed. Relax the neck, relax the shoulders. My neck and shoulders are relaxed. Relax the chin, relax the jaw. Relax all the muscles of the face. The chin, the jaw, all the muscles of my face are relaxed. Relax the eyes and the temples. My eyes and temples are relaxed. My mind and my body are completely relaxed. Inhale, relaxation. Exhale, tension. Gently move the fingers and the toes, bringing the body back to life. Bring the feet together. Stretch the arms overhead. And release. Roll over to the right side of your body. Resting there for a breath or two until you're feeling ready to come up into seated pose. Focus on the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And I want to remind you that while things can be a little bit crazy in your life, imagine it's like a waterfall. And the water is there, but you don't have to touch it. You can just focus on your breath. Even though life is still happening, you can monitor your reaction. Inhale, exhale. Bring the hands to the center of your chest, lower the head, and thank your inner teacher for coming here today. Namaste.